Great, great, set. Trimmer. No touch. No touch, set. No touch. No touch, set. No touch. Great, set. On anyone else. No touch. Great, set. On anyone else. No touch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone else. No touch.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
7-yard line.
Out.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
No touch, set. 180. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, You saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Field team. No touch that.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Silver, set. Nine. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Trimmer.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Hurts going to move him around.
2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
No touch.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Great.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
180.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dances by him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And the Ravens first down.
Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker.
13 more yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down.
To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out. And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Silver. Alpha.
Back to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Connecting with Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, middle. Cut.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Throwing. Jackson going to keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Ravens 17, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Miami. No touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here comes 2nd down.
Silver, set.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
Great, set. 63.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't.